back with Polyphia. I feel I really need to be mentally prepared for them because their music is just nuts. It really takes a lot of brain power and mental stamina to get through one of these videos and at least attempt to discuss the music for you and with you. G.O.A.T. GOAT. I guess it's an acronym for the greatest of all time. Could maybe have a double meaning referencing a goat or a ram or something. Who knows? Released in 2018, so one of Polyphia's earliest works, I believe. I think I read that in some of the comments. Just in case this is your first time here, where I am at with Polyphia, I saw Playing God. That was my introduction to them. Then the unplugged version, and then Tim's POV. You can find all of my reactions in my Polyphia playlist link below. And then Ego Death with Steve Vai. So yeah, it will be cool to see where it all started. Ooh, eerie. Quite spooky, huh? Okay, before we get into the music, very cool video, this idea of duality, darkness, literally, visibly, but also metaphorically in a way, versus light, as we saw in their Playing God and Ego Death videos. And just, wow, how much younger they all look. Well, Tim Henson mainly, without his tattoos and crazy hairdos. Clay on the drums looks kind of the same. Clay on the bass looks, again, a lot younger with his shorter hair. And just where I paused, I'm guessing that's Scott, the other guitarist. It looks like there's long hair there. So he has that already. The music, though, we'll get onto that in a second. I would really love to see how they made the song. We're hearing so much sound, so much going on, just condensed into one song. We have seen the video, the making of Playing God. That was super interesting. And we also saw their own behind the scenes video on Ego Death. So after this reaction, we will be watching their video with Tim Henson, the making of G.O.A.T. That's really cool when it's explained like that. You have your melodic core and in turn your rhythmic core, you have all the strong notes coming. So if you'd like to see that with me, I'll leave a link below in the pinned comment. That's on Patreon, and you'll also be able to find the other additional videos I just mentioned. All right, back to the beginning we go. I just have a few points about the music before we then continue with the song. These pauses are very, very helpful when it comes to copyright, so my video doesn't get taken down. I don't think anyone really likes the pauses, but my video is a reaction and an analysis. It helps with copyright. If you want to watch the song all the way through, just go and support Polyphia by watching it on their channel. All right, so back to the beginning. I mentioned eerie. Let's think of other words. Ooh. And this coming in almost like a wolf's howl. Very, very eerie, unsettling. Unsettling is the word. The pitches of the notes themselves, everything that we're hearing, I'm not even gonna surmise what instrument that could be. Clearly there's studio effects applied, but no pitch is exact. Everything's a tiny bit warped. The rhythms as well, very unexpected offbeats everywhere. Dumpa, umpa. And then when's the next one coming? No, and then umpa again. Basically, there's no rest for the wicked, right? And the wicked in this case is us, the listener or the viewer. Very cool video, as I mentioned before, duality. And as with the previous Polyphia I've seen, the overall concept remains the same, of a simple harmonic foundation. So just a few chords that are repeated over and over, forming the basis of the music. And having the same few chords repeated underneath everything, that really gives them the freedom to go off and do all these absolutely crazy mental things with their instruments. The first couple of times I heard them, my brain was just blown. Right. That's mental. I think I'm a little bit used to it by now. But here, for example, harmonics. Just come on. I've mentioned a simple chord progression that forms the basis of this song. What is it? It's all to do with the bass line, which we can hear going. Or simply. And these are the chords. Each chord is just the chord of the bass line. Having a simple chord progression, I think it really is quite necessary, actually, for something like this. The more complex the music is fundamentally, the less freedom you have to build upon it. I kind of think of it as an analogy. Say you're building something, Lego or whatever. If the foundation is going up and down and jumping all over the place, then it's really, really difficult. Okay, let's carry on. I've not yet spoken about the rhythms, which are obviously a huge part of this song, so I'll do that in a little bit. As always, I'm curious to see what they do now. Will the harmony change? Will it mostly be a rhythmic-driven piece of music? This is me laughing in music nerd. The bass is leading an apparent shift into compound time now. What's compound time, you ask? Well, each main beat, dum, bum, 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 for the song until this point has been subdivided into two smaller beats. Bum, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. But now, where I just paused, each beat is split into 3 smaller beats instead. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. So much of this song is about throwing us off in terms of the rhythms. When I paused, by the way, my hands were gripping the handles of my chair. Crazy. Anyway, think about music and rhythms. We sing to it, we dance to it, we move, we vibe to it. And the real core of all of this is to do with the musical structure, which comes through the rhythms. That leads to a form of pattern recognition in our brains. We recognize the beat 1, 2, 3, 4 happening over and over. We can then fall into the flow and groove, and we can plan ahead. Okay, if this is 4 beats, then on the next 4 beats, I'll do this, that kind of thing. Thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. They are the 4 main beats that I was talking about. That's the most standard time signature. It's called common time. And every time we return to 1, then that is usually a strong beat. Why? Well, it's just signifying a repeat of the pattern. And then again, and then again. As I just mentioned, I think that so much of this song is about throwing us off in terms of the rhythms that we feel. It seems that for the majority of this song, in most cases, they are not implementing a strong beat on number 1. There was a really good example. Let me find it. I'll play from a few seconds before, so just count in your head on the strong beats. 1, 2, 3, etc. So on the 1, 2, 3, 4, there's absolute silence, and then they come in a millisecond later, completely disrupting the flow of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me find another example, not as extreme. I can literally go to anywhere in the song. See how it didn't come in on the 1. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, chum, and then they all come in. And to use a case study example, shall we say, from another popular song, a very catchy song, it's just coming to my mind. And one of the reasons it's so catchy is because they do a very similar thing. The song Cupid by 50/50. I have no idea if Polyphia fans will know this song or not, but the song has 225 million views on YouTube in 2 years. Anyway, the chorus completely omits the strong beat on beat 1. So they don't come in when you expect a drum, they wait a beat and then come in. The same idea here with Polyphia, but every time they do it slightly differently, and they are working in terms of micro rhythms. It's not just simply beats and half beats. They are going 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 steps further. It's really on a micro level versus macro kind of thing. It's mad. Rhythms really are the main thing in this song. Usually it's kind of rhythms or harmony. Harmony, as we saw, a few chords, quite simple, and then all of the complexity comes in them on an individual level doing their thing. And with the rhythms being so important, the drums obviously play a massive role. I love how he grabs the cymbal to mute it, and that's happening whilst we get the strong 1 beat, and then he comes in later. He has a fraction of a second to do that and work with it. It's really cool. Anyway, unlike in a lot of music where drums kind of repeat the same pattern over and over, and all of the other instruments and people keep in time with it, the drums here are just constantly changing, adapting, syncopating, adding in hemiolas everywhere. Hemiola is where you play 2 beats of 3 is 3 beats of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's standard. And then the hemiola, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have a rhythmic idea of thinking in 2s or 4s versus in 3s. And that's where we got to when I paused as well, a similar thing, compound time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's carry on until the end. Another crazy bit of music. If you enjoy these videos or find them helpful, please consider supporting me. Patreon has a bunch of exclusive benefits, behind the scenes videos, additional reaction content, Q&A videos, and more. For a one-time donation, you can donate me a hot chocolate at the Buy Me a Coffee link, or become a YouTube member for these groovy emojis and membership badges. And a huge thank you to these lovely people on the screen now. Can I just say as well, I don't know how big Polyphia were at the time of release, but I imagine they were much smaller than they are now. I wonder how many people just kind of stumbled across this and saw it and were just thinking, what on earth is going on? If that was one of you, let me know, because I'd be really interested to hear your stories of how you discovered them. Just while he's walking around as well. Sorry, I just love how they're bringing in these orchestral instruments. It's sounding like in the background. Chum, 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 chum. Really accentuating this idea of 2 or 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, whilst the bass is just consistently switching between compound and duple time. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2. The rhythms are just all over the place in a very structured, chaotic way, like organized chaos. And Clay on the drums is implementing swing rhythm, dotted rhythms, chum, cha chum, cha chum, on top of all of that. Madness, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do. It's so weird. It's so weird. When I first heard Playing God, I then went and listened to it loads of times on repeat. I went on quite a long car drive and I was in the passenger seat, the passenger princess, whose role is to just kind of play music and provide snacks and that kind of thing. I put on Playing God on repeat, to be fair, a few times, which is probably dangerous because whoever's driving, if they hear that for the first time, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a visceral reaction where your body seizes up and you crash the car. But that was a risk I was willing to take. And it's a similar thing with this. I don't really understand. It just makes my body kind of seize up. I will be very curious to see what my face looked like in that. Maybe my eyes were watering a bit. I don't know. I think it's just a really cleverly constructed song that is designed to disrupt us as people and any sort of familiarity we might have with the song. It's constantly changing, constantly new ideas being introduced. We have no idea what's coming. Quite intense, isn't it? Or overwhelming. I don't know, maybe I'm just focusing too hard on it. I'm going to leave that one there before I internally combust. And I'm going to now go and watch the making of G.O.A.T video. So once again, if you want to join me on that one and the other Polyphia videos I've done, then head on over to the link in the pinned comment. If not, and you made it this far, thank you for watching. Help out the algorithm, please push my video out to others, like the video and leave a comment. Other suggestions maybe, and if you don't want to write any words, let's go for an emoji, a rock hand or a guitar. Like you see on the screen now, would really, really appreciate it. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next one.